In a capitalistic society, banks are the oxygen for growth and development because banks represent beacons of hope. So our bank actually got started in 1970 out of the 1967 riots in Detroit, a police brutality situation very similar to what happened in the murder of George Floyd.
The idea of First Independence coming here to the Twin Cities, as far as I know, came through conversations with business leaders within the banking industry in partnership with Greater MSP.
And I want to give special credit to all of them. There was Tim Welch, who was at U.S. Bank, Lori Norquist at Wells Fargo, Katie Simpson at Bank of America. We had Gene Crane over at Bremer Bank, and Mike Jones, who was with TCF, which has now become Huntington. It took a lot of courage to say, we're going to do something very different, and I will challenge you that this is probably unprecedented in this country where you see 80% of the market decide we can do better than what we are doing and what we have done in the past. They came in and figured out what can we do to make a difference in the community in the Twin Cities.
You know, myself, being a 32-year resident of Minneapolis, South Minneapolis, these hurdles, these discrepancies that led to the murder of George Floyd, you know, I personally experienced those. And so I get excited because here's an ecosystem where you're really meeting people where they're at, where you're really mixing culture and capacity and powering the potential of others.
You know, we're dealing with right now a racial reckoning. But it's not just a racial reckoning. Underneath that is an economic reckoning. The bank is a symbol, a black bank is a symbol of we're serious as a community. We're serious about ending the racial gap in economics and income and wealth so that we can tackle as a platform for tackling all the other disparities that we see.
So I just want to say thank you to Greater MSP for their efforts so that we could get to this point to celebrate the opening of this branch here in Minneapolis.